Episode 56 TO, April 30th, 2024. In January 2029, indoor residential wood burning will be in the ash heap of history. In Episode 56 TO, 1. In January 2029, indoor residential wood burning will be in the ash heap of history. 2. Canada, British Columbia. In a bold move, BC Greens argue that breathing clean air is good for you. April 24th, 2024. 3. United Kingdom. Email from Global Action Plan. April 30th, 2024. 1. In January 2029, indoor residential wood burning will be in the ash heap of history. At the end of the Biden presidency on January 20th, 2029, where will residents against wood smoke emission particulates be, when ROSEP's editor declines to continue the website, videos, and podcasts, saying that all that needed to be accomplished has been accomplished? For 3 years, from 2026 to 2029, the website remained as a watchdog as all the countries of the world, one by one, enacted legislation that would shut down any polluting indoor residential wood burning appliance whose PM 2.5 smoke entered the yard of a near neighbor and sickened the near neighbor. This regulation and elimination of indoor residential wood burning only highlighted the absurdity of wood burning remaining as an alternative to coal burning and power plants. And ROSEP's editor watched as in country after country, coal burning and wood burning power plants were replaced by truly clean renewable energy sources such as wind, solar, and geothermal powering an electric grid extending to all rural areas. The problems of energy storage were solved by better batteries and the perfection of energy storage systems. There was a heat pump in every residence by 2026, surprisingly. Background for this story. The New York Times on April 30th, 2024 posed questions to, and received answers from, 12 congresspeople resigning from their seats in Congress in 2024. On January 20th, 2029, when ROSEP's editor takes off the green eye shade and turns off the software program for the last time, this is how she would answer similar questions. New York Times. https://www.newyorktimes.com/interactive/2024/04/30/opinion/congress-resignations. HTML question mark campaign _ID =. Questions edited by ROSEP for brevity and clarity in relationship to residents against wood smoke emission particulates, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Question 1. What's one word you would use to describe air pollution today? Answer 1. We've improved with a capital I. Question 2. Was Congress corrupt in the past when they voted to retain the idea of carbon neutrality of wood burning? Answer 2. Yes, they were beholden to the wood burning industry, and in trying to meet misleading climate goals that ignored and didn't count the CO2 and PM 2.5 from wood burning, they hastened climate change instead of slowing down climate change. Question 3. What was your most frustrating experience? Answer 3. Explaining that wood burning toastiness causes toasted skin syndrome. People didn't seem to get it. People thought it was like being in a tanning bed, and they liked the look of the blotches. Question 4. What's the best perk of the job? Answer 4. Seeing that the mothers of children exposed to PM 2.5 pollution from nearby indoor residential wood burning could make their neighborhoods safe again when the hyper-localized indoor residential wood burning stopped. Question 5. Did you make a difference? Answer 5. The highest profile people, and the people who were listened to the most, were mothers and their children. When I showcased their stories, I made a difference. Question 6. How do you fix Congress? Answer 6. Now that Kamala Harris is president, today, January 20th, 2029, you fix Congress by replacing her role as tiebreaker in the House with someone else who cares as much about the environment. 2. Canada, British Columbia. In a bold move, BC Greens argue that breathing clean air is good for you. April 24th, 2024. The Newsroom. ROSEP View. This article does not make clear if regulation of indoor residential wood burning is part of this plan by the Greens of British Columbia to regulate indoor air. The concern of residents against wood smoke emission particulates is for the near neighbors who are affected by smoke from the stacks of nearby, hyper-localized, indoor wood burners invading the near neighbors' yards and infiltrating the near neighbors' homes, sickening the near neighbors. Does this green idea include regulation of indoor residential wood burning? https://BC Green Caucus. See a slash and dash a dash bold dash move dash BC dash Greens dash argue dash that dash breathing dash clean dash air dash is dash good dash for dash you slash question mark FBC lid = April 24th, 2024. Victoria, BC. Excerpts edited by ROSEP for brevity and clarity in relationship to residents against wood smoke emission particulates, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Today, the BC Green Caucus introduced the Clean Air Act, 2024, to ensure cleaner air across the province. Air pollution is the greatest environmental threat to human health. Exposure to wildfire smoke is responsible for upwards of 2,500 premature deaths every year in Canada, and as much as $20 billion in healthcare costs. There are 2 seasons in BC now, flu season and wildfire season. The province has a responsibility to keep people safe both indoors and out. Every British Columbian deserves to breathe clean air, said the leader of the BC Greens and MLA for Cowichan Valley. Air quality is essential for our health and well-being, impacting everything from home comfort to workplace productivity. Poor air quality can lead to a range of health issues, including respiratory problems and cognitive impairments, which can affect our daily performance and quality of life. This bill proposes that both indoor and outdoor environments be monitored and regulated for air quality, especially in places frequented by vulnerable groups such as children, students, and the elderly. Employers and operators will need to adhere to these new regulations to ensure safe air quality standards are met, enhancing public health and safety across the province. With the dual challenges of COVID-19 and worsening wildfire smoke, it's critical we enhance air quality protections. In March 2023, NDP MPPs in Ontario tabled a private member's bill to create indoor clean air standards. This bill would convene an advisory committee on clean air that would advise the government on ventilation, filtration, and other methods to reduce airborne transmission of diseases. In April 2023, a motion to debate the importance of indoor air standards was led by a Liberal MLA from New Brunswick. The motion included creating a plan to monitor, report, and improve air quality systems to mitigate the risks of airborne illnesses. According to Health Canada, indoor air pollution can be up to 5 times worse than outdoor air pollution. Vancouver Coastal Health estimates that air pollution costs BC at minimum $14 billion in health costs every year. Integration with existing health regulations. The Clean Air Act will align with the Public Health Act to ensure that the new standards are enforceable, with clear implications for non-compliance. 3. United Kingdom. Email from Global Action Plan. April 30th, 2024. Excerpts edited by Rozep for brevity and clarity in relationship to Residents Against Wood Smoke Emission Particulates, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We were in touch last week to ask for your help spotting dodgy climate claims online that are damaging our lives and our planet. We now have an urgent May Day request ahead of the local elections this Thursday. Opponents of climate action are planning to use this week's local and mayoral elections as a dry run for the UK general election later this year. But they're not the only ones. We're ramping up our counter-efforts too. If you can help us reveal the climate lies they're spreading this May Day, Wednesday, May 1st, the day before millions cast their votes, we stand a better chance of stopping them in the autumn. Climate deniers can no longer pretend climate change isn't happening, so they now sow new climate denial, attacking climate scientists or politicians who support climate action, scaremongering about costs, and undermining solutions to climate change. And these shadowy actors love to whip up controversy about local issues, such as speed limits, cycle lanes, or traffic restrictions. For them, Thursday's elections are a perfect opportunity to road test targeted fear and confusion ahead of a much bigger rollout later this year. But with your help, we can expose what they're up to, inoculate the public against their lies, and push for official action to stop them. Send us your screenshots. So this May Day, Wednesday, May 1st, please keep a keen eye out for dodgy climate claims on social media, in WhatsApp group chats, or anywhere online, and send us screenshots of anything that doesn't look right. There is no wrong answer. If you're not sure whether something is or isn't climate fake news, send it in. You can share your screenshots with us by email to truth@globalactionplan.org.uk or using WhatsApp to 020-4534-3913. Send us your screenshots.